Hello and welcome, this is Rooflemonger, and as I'm very sure as you've seen by the title of this video, we're talking about banning GT Goku from Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now, before we get into anything else in this video, as for my personal opinion, while I would love to never see his stupid rat boy face ever again, I do think banning him's a bit much, but as we go through this, you'll find there's an actual real heart of this discussion which really prompted everything. But I've been seeing this now for several days. Ban Goku, ban GT Goku, get rid of him, just ban him. Banning's obviously been the hot topic in fighting games recently, if you haven't heard. I believe in some tournaments now, Hero, the Dragon Quest hero, is now banned in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Although it's not everywhere, but it's happening, right? And now I hear talk about banning GT Goku. So I've seen it from multiple sources, but I did some investigating. And where it seemed to have started seems to be from Lord Sonic Fox himself. So as you can see in the tweet here, as much as I love playing and using GT Goku, I also think he should be banned in Dragon Ball FighterZ. And to further elaborate with a follow-up, I am unsure if I'm the only person that feels this way, so we should get the conversation going as a community. Don't get me wrong, I use him at like the highest level and have so much effing fun with the character, but like damn, he's playing a different version of Dragon Ball FighterZ at the moment, LOL. And in that regard, he is absolutely correct to say the least. GT Goku has a massive impact on the game since day one. Day one, his power was eminently obvious to everyone. It wasn't one of those things where like we slowly figure out the power of the character and like, oh, we misjudged and all that kind of stuff, right? He was an immediate powerhouse from the start, and you know, only getting stronger and better as we figure out more stuff. Obviously, yeah, he does a lot of damage. His everything is amazing, right? Even stuff like the Spirit Bomb Oki. So that's in the game now. And remember, Bardock used to have something very similar. And while we didn't complain as much back, well, screw it, we totally complained back then too. Let's not sugarcoat it. We complained like efforts back then, right? But it was taken out of the game, right? And so by taking it out of the game, saying this kind of style of like, you know, mix up after level 3 mid-screen is not okay. And yet here we have it again now, and it's back just as good as it ever was with GT Goku. When before we were told, because it was patched out, hey, this is a bad thing to have, and it shouldn't be in the game anymore. Not to mention, you know, this is a meme I'm showing you, but still, the meme is kind of accurate, right? GT Goku, with his everything he offers, because he's amazing in every aspect the game has to offer, it kind of hurts viability of team building, right? Like, look at whatever your team is you play right now, and look at the 3 characters you have in your team if you don't have GT Goku. And let me ask you this question. If you don't have GT Goku, why not? You know, seriously, like legitimately. I mean that as honest as I can mean it. Why don't you have GT Goku on your team? Now, if you can say you don't want to play him, that's the best answer. But any one of the 3 characters on your team, GT Goku is probably a better fit for your team and makes your team more competitively viable and a stronger team overall if you take out one of the characters in your team and put that character in. Because, you know, that's just how good he is. Now, to flesh out this conversation a bit more here, I do want to put in this tweet by Hook Gang God, stating, I agree, before he was put in the game, other team comps / were viable, but now that he is in it, it makes you look dumb not using him because of how broken he is and how broken the assist is, but banning him might be OD. I'm hoping him to get nerfed instead. And yeah, a nerf is a much more reasonable option than the ban, right? Once again, bans in fighting games are incredibly rare. The only ban I can think of in a non-Smash Brothers game, in a game that is competitive in fighting games, is Akuma in Street Fighter 2 Turbo. That's it. Or like anything that could let you use like a code to play as a boss character that was never meant to be played in competitive play, like Gil in Third Strike or Apocalypse or something in Marvel Superheroes, right? Basically, the characters that should be banned, like those and Akuma, are so far and away more powerful than the base characters in the game, or just break how the game is played entirely, right? They are just so much beyond what a regular character is, that is why they're banned from play. And while GT Goku is obviously a strong character, and someone debate he's not even the strongest character, right? That's still up in the air. He is obviously not heads and shoulders above everyone else to the point where no other character can compete. And with that said, I think this is the point where we get to the real heart of the matter, because Sonic Fox did respond to Hook Gang God on this, and it just kind of lays it out to bear right there. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for too, but we got another 6 months before that's even considered. LOL. The fact that literally we all play him, including now people like Kaz, Fenrir, Sage, GTC, is actually OD. And right there, I think that hits the nail right on the coffin. It's not necessarily that GT Goku is supremely overwhelming by himself, although obviously he's super strong, and obviously he's shaping what the meta is kind of turning out to be. It is basically the fact that we know we're not getting a balance patch, right? I have made a video previously on whether or not it was a mistake to only have one balance patch for the year. And when we did get our Season 2 balance patch with all the character changes, that was before GT Goku was introduced. And once again, GT Goku is reintroducing concepts we thought were going to be gone, like incredibly power mid-screen Oki off a character that's like just good at everything, right? That was taken away from Bardock, and now we have it back present in GT Goku, and it's here to stay. Now, if we were getting more regular balance patches and we know we weren't going to be stuck in the rut we're in, I'm sure this conversation would have never even have come up, because as much moaning and complaining as we did back in the days with Bardock, with 16, with Cell, with Kid Buu, and don't say we didn't do it, because we sure did. We sure did do it. But as much as the complaining we had, we never entertained the thought of banning these characters, right? And now some people say ban GT Goku also. I don't know if they're fully serious about it. Maybe they might be funning around. But still, the fact that there's even a conversation about it, the real core of the issue, besides obviously the fact he's a strong character, sure, but is that we know this is how it's going to be for a long time to come, and it's only getting worse because team variety, honestly, goes down every month now. The more the game is in its current state, the more teams you're going to see that are Bardock and Kid Goku, or at the very least, more teams are going to get rid of one of their staples and put Kid Goku in that staple's place. Without a further balance patch, the only hope we have left really to shake up the meta is the incoming characters we have. We have Janemba, and Janemba came out, obviously, and he's cool. I like him. I think he's really neat, actually. And he has non-traditional mix-ups, because mix-ups are more left-right, and yeah, he doesn't have a low-hitting 2L, but he doesn't need to mix up, sure. But he's not really going to shake up the meta in the end, right? Especially because he's tall and he can be fuzzy, so nobody wants to play him. So we have to look toward to Gogeta and Dragon Ball Super Broly, right? And Dragon Ball Super Broly, hey, he's going to be tall, he's going to get fuzzy, no one's going to want to play him, so that kind of already throws him out. And so Gogeta, like, will Gogeta shape things up? Is he going to somehow counter GT Goku? I don't really think so. I don't think he's going to stop people from picking Bardock and GT Goku. The only way he could is if he's even more busted and powerful than they are, right? And that's probably not a really good solution to the problem. So then it comes down to it, well, how do we fix this? And we are down to basically two options. One's within the community's power and one's not, right? The one that's in the community's power is actually ban GT Goku, which I think sets a very dangerous precedent, to be sure. But it might actually prevent the game from staling out, because once again, team diversity is going down. It ain't going up, it's going down. And GT Goku is certainly a big cause of it. So say, and imagine if you will, there was a ban of GT Goku. Character variety would go up, team variety would go up. That would absolutely be a positive side effect of it. Now, once again, I'm not advocating for the ban. I don't believe in character bans myself, right? But if we were to look at it that way, that absolutely would work. Now, for the second option, which is not within the community's power, is we actually get another balance patch, which I feel every single one of you watching, and if not every single one of you, most of you watching, agree that, hey, we want a new balance patch. We don't want characters like Bardock and Kid Goku nerfed to the ground, although, you know what, honestly, if they were nerfed to the ground, I wouldn't shed a tear, honestly. But, you know, we want them just brought down just a smidge, like Goku, GT Goku, should not get mid-screen amazing Oki off the Spirit Bomb, right? We were told by, you know, ArcSys and Namco Bandai in a previous patch, that is not okay, and a character shouldn't have that, like Bardock, right? That can do all this other stuff anyways, right? So, yet, here comes GT Goku, and he can do all that kind of stuff. So if there was to be a balance patch, hey, get rid of that kind of stuff, right? And of course, we can do a lot of the stuff. You know, there's still a lot of characters that are kind of not great that can certainly use some buffs, that kind of stuff. There's all issues with the snapback mix-ups. People are just now writing tall characters out of their lives. I heard Verdane gave up Broly. Even he's sick of it. Like, that says it all right there, right? Fuzzies is basically removing a large portion of the cast because no one wants to play a tall character anymore. Like myself personally, I'm discouraged. I haven't played a lot of Dragon Ball FighterZ lately because playing two big characters on my team, I hate dealing with fuzzies. But yeah, that's basically where we're at right now. So will there be a balance patch? I don't think so. I want there to be. I think a lot of people want there to be, but I don't think so. But it's up to Bandai, Namco, and ArcSys to make that a reality. Otherwise, things are going to go the way they are, and I think just team viability is going to get less and less and less to the point where pretty much everyone's got a Bardock or a Kid Goku on their team. All I know is it's a divisive issue, and I personally don't want 6 more months of GT Goku and Bardock. That's all I can say. Anyways, that's it for me. That's it for this video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well. Go and play some Dragon Ball.